Gabe started teaching me how to tattoo. He would like give me like a rundown of like how everything's gonna be. It's like you're going to be like scrubbing tubes and making needles and stuff like that, rebuilding machines and all this. And I was like super excited to do all that. I got a week into my apprenticeship and he switched to disposables. He switched to rotaries. Everything is all like a one-time use. You throw it away. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's not so bad. So I started scrubbing tubes for our piercer at the time, and it was kind of like a little bit of what I could like get from like traditional ways, but that was like the extent of it. I love tattooing. I want to know all of it. I want to know like the whole scheme of it. So I want to like, if I could go back in time in like the 90s and like just watch all these people just like tattoo and stuff like that and how they did it, I would love that.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah, it's like still cool. It's knowledgeable.
Yeah, we've come like a long way, like artistic wise, but overall, like the foundation of it hasn't really changed as much. Like it's still needle to skin, it's still pain. So I would love to like be like go back in time and like see how like old school tattooers like. I didn't really see me going into like the tattoo world because like people that I knew, like my grandmother, she has a military husband, so like back then like military people would only get tattooed, or like bikers or like gang members, like that kind of stuff. So like the stigmatism around tattooing was still kind of like oh, make sure you hide that tattoo or else you'll never get employed anywhere. And it's like, okay, well maybe like it's kind of a risky thing for me to get into. And then I just kind of started showing up and I met like great people along the way, so turns out it is for me. And I really enjoy it.
Right. Completely.
Completely. So now it's like my entire life. 25/8. You don't really know the kind of style that you want until you're doing it every day. And then you're just like, wow, I really hate doing this every day. So then you just start finding things that you love and you'll pick up things like here and there throughout the tattoos that you do. And then you're like, oh, okay, I love this. I'm going to keep doing this. And then I just kept doing it and still love it. So I take that and I learn from it and I keep adding stuff to it till I find something that I love. And that's kind of how I came up with like what I like doing. Like, I don't like traditionally pretty, elegant looking tattoos. Like, for certain people, I will do that for them, absolutely. But like, if anyone was like, draw whatever you want, I will draw them something obscure and weird, or maybe gross, or just something like badass or whatever. So it's just what I have realized I like doing every day of my life. So
so I mean, like, what would you suggest to a young tattoo artist that might be, or artist that's maybe thinking, like, because that seems kind of scary. Like, if you've been drawing something all your life and then all of a sudden it's like that's not really even what you want to draw now.
I think the best thing that I did throughout my apprenticeship that I got like recognition for was how many questions I asked. Always ask questions. Like, if you're watching somebody like get a tattoo, ask the tattooer questions. Ask them why he chose those colors, why he's doing it this way, why, like, even just like simple as why did you position her that way when doing that tattoo. You know, it's like, I got this part of my arm tattooed and he had me sit like this. I had like my arm behind my back and it was like the best way to like stretch out an area. So I love asking questions. I'll pick apart anybody's like brain. That's like the best thing you can do, is to just pick their brain. And of course like draw and stuff, but I tell our apprentice Millie, it's like, tattooing, the art is super important, the customer service is super important, asking questions is important, but like, if I had to pick like the number one thing, clean. Be clean. Sterilize everything, change out your gloves, like every second.